Everyone, welcome back. So in this video, we are going to take some examples to understand the group by clause, although we have taken some examples in the previous videos, but let's take some more examples to understand that. And first of all, you can see that at the top here, we have master DB selected. So we will first of all select the sales database because this is the database in which our table resides, and we are going to use that table for our analysis. So I can simply first of all run a simple select statement, and I can write select star from dbo.sales, and I will select this statement, and then I will simply execute it from here. So this is the data that we have. And let's say we are interested in knowing about the total sales value, or this total amount is basically telling you about sales only. So let's say we want to know about the total sales value for each payment method. So for each payment method, we want to show the total sales value. So this can be achieved by using the group by clause. So how we can write the select statement? We can simply write select payment method. Since we want the total sales value to be known for each one of the payment methods, so we can write select payment method, comma, sum of total amount. And we can give it an alias name. So we can write as, and in these square brackets, we can mention sum of amount, or maybe sum of sales. And then we can write from, and then provide the table name. So the name of the table is dbo.sales. And now you can write in the same line or the next line as well. And we can write group by. Now, since again, you can see that in the select statement, we have two columns which are being used. One is total amount and the other one is payment method. But on total amount column, an aggregate function, that is sum, is being used here. So no need to specify total amount column in the group by clause. But since in the select statement, payment method appears, and on that column, no other aggregation or no aggregation is being used. So you will have to specify it, mention it in the group by clause to give this instruction to SQL Server that SQL Server needs to create distinct groups of each one of the payment methods. And then for each one of the distinct payment methods, it needs to produce, or it needs to generate the total sales amount, right? So we can write group by. The moment you will type 2-3 characters, IntelliSense will show you that these are the possible options that you can choose from. Now simply select the statement written in line 4 and 5 and simply execute it. So here you can see that in fact for the category null as well, SQL Server is showing you that the total sales value is 390. And then there are other categories as well. So we have cash, we have credit card, we have debit card, and then for each one of the category, the total sales value is being shown to you, right? Now let's run the simple select statement again that is written in line number 2 to see the data, and let's discuss about a different requirement. Let's say this time we want to know that what is the total sales value for each one of the distinct combinations of payment method and product ID. So for each payment method and product ID unique combination, we want to know about the total sales value. So how we can achieve that? We can simply write select. And since, first of all, let's write select star from DBO sales, because in that case, IntelliSense will work and column names will be shown. So we can write dbo.sales. And then we will go back, and in place of star, we want product ID to be there. So the moment you will type 2-3 characters, IntelliSense shows you that this is the column that you can choose from. Product ID, comma, we want payment method to be there. Then we want sum of total amount to be represented. So we can write sum, bracket open, bracket close. Inside the bracket, now you write total amount, and select this column, provide an alias in these square brackets. You can write sum of sales, end key, press enter, come to next line. And then in the group by clause, you will have to mention the name of these two columns, that is product ID and payment method. Control C, Control V. Why? Because there are 3 columns in the select statement. The first one is product ID, second one is payment method, third one is total amount. But again, on total amount column, there is some aggregation that is being used. Here we are using the sum function. So no need to mention it in the group by clause, but you need to give this instruction to SQL Server that you need to create, that SQL Server needs to create distinct groups for each one of the distinct combinations of product ID and payment method column. That's why we need to specify it in the group by clause. We will select the statement written in line 7 and 8, and then we will simply execute it. So you can see that for product ID 1, we either have null category or we either have debit card category. Also, let's order this result by the product ID column, right? Because you can see that product ID 1 is written in first record, then it is written in 7 record, then it is written in 5th record. So let's say we want the result to be ordered by in the ascending order of the product ID column. So after the group by clause, we can also write order by and then the name of the product ID column. So this will generate this output, but it will sort this output in the ascending order of the product ID column, right? So it would be much better to see that. So I will now select the statement written in line 7 to 9 and will then execute it. So you can see that now for product ID 1, all the data appears first, then for product ID 2, then for product ID 3. So it is now sorted or ordered in the ascending order by product ID column. And then for product ID 1, you can see null category is there, total sales value is this. Then for product ID 1, credit card is the payment method category, then total sales is this. Through debit card for product ID 1, the total sales is this, that is 100. And similarly for all other product IDs and payment method combinations. So in that way, we can use group by clause to group the data to create distinct groups of certain column combinations, and we can get equivalent aggregate functions being applied on the other numerical columns, as we have seen in this case, right? So I hope this video was helpful. We'll meet in the next session. We'll discuss about other topics in the upcoming session. Till then, thank you.